Hi, everybody. I just want to give you some quick ideas here. I'm going to put some more links to websites that have variables ideas, but I decided to go through a few ideas just to kind of get your head rolling with things you can test at home with little materials. So number one, or if I just go here, will an egg float higher in water with more salt? That's an easy one. Stretching a rubber band at different lengths to see if it affects how far it flies. Will a paper airplane with longer wings fly farther than with shorter wings? So you could do a ton of different experiments with paper airplanes or different origami things if you have paper. Number four, will a plant grow higher with more light? That's going to be harder to do because we don't have as much time and not everyone has plants that they can measure. But maybe if you had a fast-growing plant. The amount of baking soda added to vinegar to affect how high a rocket will launch. Anytime baking soda and vinegar have a reaction that I'm sure you know from last year, you could do a bunch of different experiments testing the amounts of baking soda and vinegar and seeing the reaction. Want to know if the size of a coin will affect the number of drops of water it can hold. I wonder if the amount of homework I complete can affect my test scores. So you could do maybe how long you study to how well you do on a quiz could be an experiment. A couple different examples that I was thinking of is distance from an eye, the distance that you are from an eye chart. If you know what an eye chart is, like with all the letters, you could put that on your screen, and then you can see how that affects the number of letters that you're able to see. There's a whole bunch of experiments you could do about heart rate, knowing how to count your heart rate either on your neck or on your wrist here. You could do different exercises to see how that affects your heart rate. You could do your heart rate when you just wake up versus when you go to sleep, or you could do a whole different bunch of experiments on heart rate. So that's just a few examples of things that are easy to do at home. You could do a bunch of different reaction labs to see how long it takes you to react to something in a different environment. So maybe the temperature, or if there's a TV on in the background, if that affects your reaction rate. I also saw an example of if the TV's on, how well you can focus, like on homework, if it's silent versus music or TV or something like that. Just know that it needs to be something that one thing you can change, and then it needs to be something that you can measure too. So like I said, like heart rate or number of letters or distance or things like that. All right, good luck. Bye.